First of all, I want to thank you all for coming, for being here, joining your hearts and your voices together, because every single one of you, what if you didn't come? We'd all be burning the sage and praying by ourselves. Instead, we got all of you here putting our minds and our hearts together for a common purpose, that these trees right here can see us. And they've been here watching year after year, decade after decade, watching them make laws in here that has nothing to do with them. And now they're excited because we're saying, we're here for you, we're here for our ancestors, we're here to protect you, to make sure that you still can give us oxygen, that you still have clean air. And so all of us have come together for that purpose, for the future of not only us, but all living beings. And I want to think about those people, the indigenous people in Egypt, in Iran, in Iraq, in Syria, in Palestine, in Africa, all over, who are fighting for the very right to have water to drink, to have food to eat, to have air to breathe. They're already there, and they're under attack from our government here, from our land here. And we're responsible for that. So what we're doing here today is bigger than just us. What we're doing here today is rising that energy up. And what the speakers said, I want to thank the speakers who spoke before me, right? Aren't these young women powerful? I like listening to all of them because these are our young women, our young people that put this together. And I also want to acknowledge Akichitan Tuskegee Nelson and his family and all of these people who brought water and food and everything for us today, for this altar. It takes a lot of work, a lot of planning, a lot of stress. Probably didn't sleep too much last night. But for bringing us together like this, it's important. Not only for us to be here, but to put our minds together with everybody, because right now my brother said, I'm singing in Shakopee for my brothers and sisters in California. I'm singing in Canada. So all of our voices together are forming all one energy. And the last time I spoke with you, I talked about our molecular memory, that a lot of us might not know where we come from. A lot of us, you know, especially when I go other places, people say, I'm a Heinz 57, especially white people or people from other cultures. They say, I don't know what I am. You know, we're human beings. We're two-legged, and we're all related. We really are. And the thing is in your veins, we know this as Indian people, when you have those revelations and all of a sudden you think, I knew that. I know what I could do. You know, you have these, what we call instincts. That's our ancestors talking to us. That's when we turn off the iPod, or we turn off the game console, or we turn those things off and we pay attention. That's our ancestors talking to us, and they're listening for us, what we have to say as well. So we need to keep doing that. We need to keep finding ways, not only just to come together, but to educate each other. I learned something new today. I learned that the California Native people say, oh. And it means, washte. In Lakota language, washte means good. It means everything is good, right? Oh. And I'm glad to say that, because I hear people saying aho, and in Lakota, women don't say that. So you don't hear me saying that's a man's voice. That's a man's command, you know? And so I never say that, but now I could say, oh, and kind of chime in with y'all. But what we're doing here is we're planning for the future. We're educating ourselves. We're learning as we go along. This shawl that I have on, if you notice, some of us women still wear this shawl. And I want to mention that because it's when we're given these things that we have, whatever we're wearing, whatever we're put together, our ancestors made these feathers like Makwil over here with what she's wearing. Every single thing she has on has meaning, has prayer, has a purpose. And she earned that. She didn't just buy it at a store. She earned everything she has on there. The same with Matthew over here. He's worked many hours, many years, taking care of elders, helping people out, taking care of children, to earn this right, to be able to follow in the footsteps of our ancestors. There's responsibility that goes with all of our ways. How do we treat each other? How do we treat our elders? Have we spent any time with elders? Have we helped any single parents out? If we have children or know of children, maybe spend some time, like Lorena said, listen to their stories. Tell them how good they are, because everything else in the society is telling them they're wrong. So it's important for us to do that. And I also want to thank the people that took it upon themselves out of their pockets to raise money for the I Don't Know More movement. I know that Halea is passing out or selling to help with gas money, to help with expenses. These are honest people. So if you want one of these and it's front and back, I Don't Know More, you know, find her and get one of those. And then also the guy who made all of these to help out with expenses for these things. And nobody's making money off of this stuff. It's just to help so that we can do these things more. We can gather together. We can help our children. So I just wanted to mention that. And now I want to ask all the women, I don't care where you come from. If you're a woman, come stand up here. Come stand up here. And if the men could back up a little bit. All the women, please come up here. Come and stand here on these stairs. Come and stand around beside the altar, not in front of it. Come stand up here, all the women. Because the thing that I remember when I was 7 years old, and I was in a boarding school, a Catholic boarding school, where the nuns and the priests were abusing us, were torturing us, were pitting us against each other, and we missed our moms and we missed our dads. And I was playing jacks one time, and all the kids were running and screaming, and they were scared of something. And I looked up at the moon, and she looked at me and said, "You're going to be all right." And she told me right at that moment, at 7 years old, and us 7-year-olds, right? Any of them know the moon talks to us, right? She said, "You're going to be all right, and we have a lot to learn, and the day is going to come when we'll be making peace. Not making war, but making peace." And we're in that time. This movement has been started by women, and if you could come together, all the women. This drum group, Akichita Nelson, Chaske, and this drum group, I can't remember the name, but the Sacramento, they want to honor all the women. So this is an honor song for the women, for us to support us, and that means supporting us even when we're being bitchy. That means supporting us even when we're having a hard time. And when we say no, we mean no. No manipulating us anymore. No telling us that we can't get someone else or whatever y'all say. You know, think about how you talk to women, especially young girls who are wanting you to respect them. To young girls especially, you treat them with respect and you tell them how powerful they are. And this is one way we start. So this is just a appreciation song to honor all the women. Women, get up here. All the women. Maybe the men could get over there, right? Get with the drum. Get behind the drum. This is part of the healing. This is important. At the same time, there's a blanket down here, and I'm asking you, these organizers didn't ask for a thing. They did it all out of their pocket. I'm asking for a donation here for people who need gas money or elders who might need a ride home or something. There's a blanket right here, so this is also a blanket dance as we do this honoring song. We're kind of mixing it because we're running out of time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the work you do every day. Thank you for surviving all of the genocide that has come at us. We're still here, we're still strong, and we're still beautiful. Hello, one up.